I'm getting ready to do my live. How's everybody doing? So I'm trying to record this on multiple spots, so forgive me. And let me go turn this fan off. I think this is right. What's going on, Facebook? What's going on, YouTube? What's going on, Instagram? It's Kristen Yafayanis of Love Naturally. Love Naturally. How's everybody doing? Don't know if anybody is going to tap in with me, and that's okay because the message still remains, and it's my duty. It's my duty to be of service in this way. Let's see. I don't want this. I don't know how to do this. I hate going live off my I'm a pause. Okay, I'm here. So, if anybody has ever rocked with me in the past, y'all know that from time to time I come on and do ancestor messages. And today, that's what I'm going to be doing. Some ancestor messages. I've been getting confirmation after confirmation. It's like I have, or Spirit has a message to the masses, to the masses of people, not just necessarily a particular group of people, but they do put emphasis on the indigenous black community. So ongoing messages after ongoing messages, confirmation after confirmation I've been getting. Over the course of time, I've, expressed myself, and I will always get the same download in regards to switching the narrative and like what that means. And it means multiple things. It means multiple things. And giving these messages, out, and getting these messages, I've been kind of faced with my own shadow work, kind of worrying about what people think, having other people in my ear kind of telling me, oh, let people do what they want to do, you can't change anybody. And I'm just here to say, if I haven't said it before, that I am not here to change anyone. I am not here to change anyone. I am literally, in a sense, on my assignment. Like I said, I work with ancestor energy. I do tap into mediumship. I get channel messages when I don't even want them, and it's like, what am I to do with this? And when I give these messages, Spirit has shown me time and time again that this is a part of my said calling. I don't even want to put quotations. This is a part of my calling. This is a part of why I reincarnated back into this time to speak this and be a vessel. Through this time, I've I came into contact with other women who understand my messages, so I know that my voice is not in vain. I know these messages aren't in vain, and I'm also here to kind of poke at that sleepy giant, you know what I mean? Those that don't necessarily want to hear it, but may need to hear it, even if they don't, you know what I mean, receive it just yet. And I'm all for it, y'all. I'm all for this. This is something that I am passionate about. This is something that, you know, it healed me. These messages had healed me, literally, because I wasn't always, you know, like this. I wasn't always really caring about modesty and just being a sacred woman, being a sacred vessel. You know what I mean? I didn't really care. I didn't even have any thought about it, honestly. You know what I mean? And I kind of did what I wanted to do, you know, growing up, and especially, you know, when I became an adult, I kind of did what I wanted to do. I dressed how I wanted to dress. I spoke in a certain manner that wasn't necessarily pleasing, and not necessarily pleasing to anybody else, pleasing to myself, pleasing to my highest self, pleasing to my spirit and my soul. And that's one thing I want to kind of address. Like, by all means, I'm not telling women to be a certain way for someone else, for a man specifically. It's more so me saying this because I know for facts, because I lived it, and B, because once again my certain gifts and just intuitive abilities have been heightened so much over the years that I feel other people's energy. So firsthand, I know that women aren't carrying themselves a certain way because they want to do it. You know what I mean? They don't want to. There's certain women that wish they could, you know, be accepted as they are, but because they either work in a certain field or trying to hang with a certain group of people, they tend to go against their own inner moral code, not because of what somebody taught them or what society says or anything like that, but literally their spirit is like, no. But the flesh is like, but I want to make these sales, but I want to be known, but I want to fit in, but I want to do this, I want to say this, I want to dress this way, because you know, he will love me more and I will get more attention, and y'all know. So in my battle of courage when it comes to speaking these messages, I've asked God, I've asked Source Truth, I've asked angels, ancestors many a times, is this part of my path? Are these messages true? Are these messages authentic to me, to my walk? What do you want me to do with these messages? Where are these messages come from? I've had so many questions. Literally, like, over and over. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I coming off too harsh? Am I coming off like, I've been asking, and I've been praying, and repeatedly, Spirit, like, literally has not wavered. The messages have been the same. The confirmation for me has been the same over and over again. And so maybe not too long ago, I had I had got up in the middle of the night, literally to do my homework, which is, meditation, during a certain time of night. Thank you, confirmation for me. This is like literally just confirmation for me. The Queen of Wands. This is the energy that I kind of have to exude to help me build up my confidence. This is the card of Leo, and I utilize my Leo, Gemini, as well as my Taurus placements to be here to share these messages. Thank you, my Taurus placements, my Capricorn Taurus placements. So this is just confirmation. This is just confirmation for me to not care what people think. Pick up those swords of truth and continue with your mission. Continue with your mission. Continue with your mission of what you gained while meditating, while gaining enlightenment, to move forward in confidence, and spread these messages and give these messages to the collective. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I give thanks. I'm gonna do it. What was I gonna say? So in meditation, I was just sitting there breathing, and literally I started. First I heard Muhammad Ali, and I'm like, and me, like, I grew up watching like Mike Tyson or whatever. Like literally my cousin, like they would have like watch parties and stuff like that back in North Carolina, and I will watch those fights. I remember those fights, and I was into it, you know what I mean? I liked it low key. But I never really knew the history of Mike Tyson, knew the history of Muhammad Ali or Lennox Lewis or anything like that. I never really kept up with them in that way. I never really studied, these pioneers of boxing. And so Muhammad Ali came in, I was like, what's up, champ? You know what I mean? Like, what you want? What you want though? Why are you in my meditation? You know what I mean? It was weird for me. And off tops, the first thing I got, just off rip, off jump, protection. You know what I mean? Like protection. And his energy and how he is, it makes sense, you know what I mean? Because my spirit team, you know what I mean, kind of has his same energy. Say what they want to say, blunt, just clear, concise. You gonna get these messages, right? And so I'm like, okay, just protection. Didn't think nothing of it. And then kind of ended up going back to sleep. Woke up the next day, and Sarah Bartman's energy, and I both of these came through. Both of these energies, these pioneers, came through to me, and I kind of started seeing them, in the spirit realm. And I'm like, okay, so once I hear something, then I feel something. But then when I start to see spirit, I'm like, okay, so I'm seeing Muhammad Ali, I'm seeing Sarah Bartman, and she's showing herself to me in the way that I can recognize her, when you Google search her. So she's showing herself to me and kind of comforting me and telling me, I want you to be a voice for me. You know what I mean? And I'm honored, y'all. I'm like, oh my God, you know what I mean? To the point I was in tears. Just in tears, right? And so it took me back to previous messages that I've came on the platform and spoke about in regards to switch the narrative, just letting go of the over sexualization, of the toxic femininity, the toxic masculinity, and just carrying ourselves, you know, in a valuable light, you know what I mean? Like kind of letting go of those not even childish behaviors, but those unbalanced behaviors. And literally she told me, she confirmed to me that she has been here watching me every step of the way. And like I said, I was honored, y'all, like honored. And so I started thinking back, like, wow, like I heard of her years ago. And when I did hear of her, she stood out to me. And like when someone or something stands out to me, I know that there's a message there. I know that there's something there that spirit is like calling me to and wanting me to kind of address. And I'm like, Sarah Baartman, you know, I'm like trying to figure it out. And you know, fast forward until now, I see why she stood out to me. She stood out to me even before I switched the narrative myself. She stood out to me. Like her energy was just calling me, and I just did not know why. Still, you know, shaking my ass, still wearing what I want to wear, still, you know, speaking how I want to speak, and still, you know, trying to put this front up, still trying to fit in with a certain crowd, still wanting to try to impress certain men I was dating, or just trying to, if I wasn't dating anybody, still trying to just be out there, you know what I mean? Shit, to be honest with you, kind of for the streets, like literally, like just living a certain life just for the sake of, oh, you young, you don't worry about it, have your fun, pop your shit, do what you want to do because it's fun. You ain't hurting nobody, you being safe and this and that. But was I really being safe? Was I really caring what my highest self thought? No, I wasn't, you know what I mean? And there's plenty of women who carry this persona, not thinking, you know, anything about their spiritual body, not thinking anything about their emotional body, their mental body, none of that. You just want to have fun, thinking it's cute, want to fit in, want this job, want this man, want, you know, this material stuff, you know what I mean? Because you want to put on and get a sugar daddy, so you do all this to get this man to pay a bill, to get you a bag, to do whatever, you know what I mean? Whatever. And so I'm just here to kind of use myself as a vessel to get some like confirmation for the masses, and just, you know what I mean, bring in this Juneteenth energy for today in a way that's gonna kind of possibly hopefully help someone else. Like I said, even though no one's watching, the message is out here. The message it still remains the same no matter what. No matter what. You don't have to agree to it. 47. You don't have to agree to it at all. But the energy is still the energy. The energy is still the energy. No matter what, the energy is still the energy. You place these messages where you need to place these messages. These messages are timeless, as well as debatable, especially debatable for a particular people. If you find yourself offended, if you find yourself triggered, if you find yourself just trying to ignore what it is that I have to say, I'm sorry, boo-boo. These messages are for you. These messages are for you. These messages are for you. Giving thanks to Source Truth. Calling in protection at this time. Calling in my protection at this time. calling in my protection at this time. Royal Earth protection spray. If you are familiar with Florida water, if you're familiar with war water, or if you're not familiar with it but feel the need to cleanse your energy, cleanse your aura, cleanse your home, cleanse your hair, cleanse your space, cleanse your children, try my Royal Earth protection spray. It is infused with tree elements of pine, walnut, magnolia, sycamore is in here as well. Sycamore is in here as well, along with some other dope protection elements like black pepper, turmeric, red pepper, lemon to cleanse and brighten the energy, sea salt, Epsom salt is in here, as well as some other things. So you can just kind of protect your energy with it. Spray, and it is black, just because of the walnut that's in it, and just the tree elements as a whole. So I use like the black walnut, like the actual, walnut in the bark. And it smells good. Oh, it smells good. Okay. So calling in angels, ancestors, and spirit guides for protection, giving thanks to Source Truth for permission, and allowing me to be here and to be a vessel for these amazing energies. Calling in the energy of Miss Sarah Bartman at this time. Miss Sarah Bartman. And I'm going to kind of not utilize, but tap into her energy first, and then move into Mr. Ali, Mr. Muhammad Ali's energy. I'm burping already. Miss Sarah Bartman. We got the Five of Pentacles. Miss Sarah Bartman. She literally, okay, she wants me to kind of tell a little bit about her. We got the Five of Pentacles. She felt and feels alone and destitute. Like literally, like this is, she feels alone and destitute, like literally, like this is how she felt pretty much her entire life. I wrote some notes down in my, kind of studying and picking up just key notes, and just pretty much so I can know what I'm talking about. But she died, and this is another reason, like when I saw the age that she died and how young she was, it makes so much sense. She said, she literally was like, I was impressionable. Like, there are so many young women out here now are just impressionable. They see what's on social media and think that that is the way to go. That is the way to get a bag. That is the way to get a man. That is the way to attract certain friends. It is not. She died, guys. But she died between the ages of 25, 26 in France, Paris, France. Literally. Like that is the age that is, and that is also an age of where some people do kind of get awakening to like their real pure womanhood and what that means to them, like going into their 30s, as well as an age for me where I started to pick up the energy of switching the narrative. I didn't hear those words just yet, but I felt spirit kind of pushing me away from a group of people, away from a certain nightlife, you know, away from drinking, literally pulling me away from certain things, preparing me, because at 27 I had my first child, and kind of preparing me to, you know, be a mother, you know what I mean, be an example, be a role model, you know what I mean, not necessarily for the outside world, but literally for myself and for my child that I was getting ready to have. So when I saw that, I was like, oh wow, this is even more confirmation, you know what I mean. And so prior to her death, and when she died, and maybe even you know, in death, she felt, you know, left out. She felt isolated. She felt alone. Like, I'm hearing the words destitute. I'm hearing the words destitute. Privileged. She's saying she wasn't privileged like we are. You know what I mean? We're privileged. Like, we can in a sense move around and move and shake in ways that she couldn't. You know what I mean? She couldn't. You know, she's saying, to a degree, although there was some force behind it, like how she was presented, you know, nude, exposed. She had no choice but to live that way. Whereas we have the choice. In her death, even in her death, she had no choice. They chopped her pieces up and put her on display without her permission. Now we, on the other hand, have a choice, and we're choosing to basically put ourselves on display just how she was. And she's like, she felt alone. Like, she's kind of asking, why would we do ourselves that way? Why would we do ourselves that way? I'm telling you, Capricorn, I'm telling you guys, like, we hold the prize. We are the value. This is value. Like, look at what you're worth. Look at what you're worth, and look at who you are. Look at who you, oh shit. Look at who you claim to be. Where people are claiming themselves to be of a certain light, and you can't possibly be of a certain light when you really don't truly value who you are. And you feel like you have to, or you feel like, oh, it's okay, or you kind of give yourself excuses when your spirit is calling you to do something totally different. I wish I can. It's gonna end it. I wish I knew what I was doing. Let me see. Give me a second, Facebook. I want to go back because I want to know. I know she died. I just want to know. So the Queen of Pentacles literally popped out already. Y'all been watching it. And go back and please look up this information. Please look up this information. Don't just, you know what I mean, just listen to me. Please get the confirmation that I'm getting as well. Please get the confirmation as well. Miss Bartman was born. I'm going to go back to my Facebook. So, the Queen of Pentacles have been coming out. The Queen of Pentacles represents earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Miss Bartman was a Capricorn. Miss Bartman was a Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn. Hey, I'm a Capricorn with Taurus placements as well. She was a Capricorn. She was born in December 28th, 1789. I'm gonna just clarify it again on multiple sources. That's so she's showing her energy. She's showing her energy. She's saying she wished she did had the opportunity to carry her values with her. She wished she had the opportunity to carry her values with her. She didn't have any choice. She had no choice. She had no choice. Any other messages? She said to each their own is okay if you have your values. If you have your values. A lot of y'all, I don't want to say y'all, a lot of people are adding salt and shade to these messages, and she's kind of talking as if she's talking to you, so she's talking through me. A lot of people are throwing salt and shade to Kristen's messages because they don't want to face themselves. They don't want to give up certain characteristics, and they're afraid of what other people will think of them. You scared to give up money. Okay. You scared to give up money. Give thanks for sure at this time. Any other messages, Sarah? Any other messages? That's a lot, Miss Sarah. Yep. I won't make my life up. This is the collective. This is those that throw salt on the messages. This is the collective. You don't want to see anything. You don't want to see what's real. You don't want to see what's in front of you. You hide behind it. You hide behind it. You hide behind it. You hide behind, well, everybody, has their own path, or everybody has their own way of understanding, or their own way of doing things, that to each their own mentality, which once again is fine. It's fine. But if you say that you are a certain vessel, if you say that you are, a certain caliber of woman, but your actions speak something different, you can't carry specific titles that you put on yourself when you don't hold yourself valuable. When something is worth value, it's precious. You kind of store it in a safe spot. you kind of, keep it, to yourself. You know what I mean, right? I thought so. Like anything of value that I have, everybody can't touch it. I'm just saying. And it's like, honestly, if I would have known what I know now, I wouldn't have made the relationship choices that I made in my past. I just wouldn't have. If I had a father, around me like Muhammad Ali to tell me certain things, I wouldn't have made the choices that I made in my past. Luckily, the father that I do have, that I've gotten to know in my adulthood, is that way. You know what I mean? He do put me up on game, like real game. And it's sad that a certain caliber of man can say these things, but a woman will deny it. A woman will kind of tell a man what they thinking, and it's like, this is a man though. Men know how men think. But once again, you in the Eight of Swords energy. You're in your own way. You know the truth. You know that these swords of truth is standing here, but you deny it. You keep yourself you keep yourself in the mind frame of, what I don't know won't hurt me, when you really actually do know. You're really not at a crossroads. You're really not. You really do know. You know. Like, I'm not here to tell people to, don't shake your ass, don't wear this revealing top, or don't be a certain way. I'm just telling you guys, let's admit there is a calling for us to emit a certain frequency. That's it. Y'all know all these swords here. It's like, y'all know the truth. People know the truth. The hawk is here. The hawk came to me as confirmation just this morning. The hawk came to me as confirmation literally just this morning. On TikTok, actually. Sure did. East feminine air energy. A lot of air energy with the swords on the board. A lot of air energy. Air energy is the energy of balance. Then what do we have here? We have the buffalo. Earth, masculine. And then I cannot make my life up. So we got feminine, masculine, child. Feminine, masculine, child. Crow moon. Feminine, masculine, child. Feminine, masculine, child. Masculine. Feminine. This is another way that source truth, wisdom, with this owl, wisdom. Wisdom. That's another way for me spirit shows themselves to me, are more so not just angels, ancestors, more so source truth show himself to me in balance, in balance, confirmations, along with bringing in children. So you have the masculine, feminine, and the child, and that's also that uh, the Holy Trinity, the Holy Trinity as well. So some of the collective, simply because of the energies that you are perpetuating, that you are putting out there, knowing that you should be one to hold yourself of value, and you're not, and you don't choose to, and you feel like, oh, who is Kristen to say this? She can't tell me what to do, or this person can't tell me what to do, or whatever the case, however you want to put it. You're going to be held accountable for that. Spirit is saying the masses of people are going to be accountable for that. You're going to be accountable for that. Okay, so I'm gonna pick up another tarot deck to get some clarification, see if anything else pop out. Miss Sarah Bartman. Miss Sarah, any confirmation, any other messages? Once again, if you are someone that is easily offended, this is not for you. These messages might look at this. 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords. 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords. Here. She is literally giving me messages in regards to, she said, the cavemen. So it's in history that, the white race are like descendants of cave people, so to speak. I don't know the ins and out of all that. I once again, I get information that I need and keep it moving. So maybe somebody out there can like kind of clarify to that. But nonetheless, like this is just what I'm hearing. Like the cavemen like abused her, abused her body, abused, like she went through, rape and torture, just for the simple fact that she had an indigenous physique. I'm hearing, don't go down that road of loneliness. Don't go down that same road of loneliness. It's not worth it. That's what I'm hearing. It's not worth it. Like she was literally put on display in like those freak shows, just because she had a body. Just because she had a body, just because she, had hips, thighs, what, what women are killing themselves to get. Oh my God. I just felt her energy when I said that. Like in my note taking, like literally, like I said, she was put on display at these freak shows for scientific reasonings, as if she was a freak, as if she wasn't normal, as if, you know what I mean, like she was made differently, in which she was made differently from the caveman. She was made differently from, you know what I mean, the white man, from those that put her on display, from those that literally took the time out of their day to go to these shows and these museums just to see her mutilated parts, or just to see her standing in her vessel. Like literally scientific display and erotic, literally, projection. Like it's not sexy. She didn't feel sexy at all. She didn't feel sexy at all. She said, I was tortured and I felt tortured. I was tortured and I felt tortured. I'm hearing somebody specifically, somebody is taking their Lilith energy and running with it. Y'all are somebody is utilizing their Lilith energy and is creating an imbalance for you. You think that is sexy, but it's not. Because the Lilith energy is usually the Lilith energy, and if we carry our South Node the wrong way, is usually that rebellious energy. Women are using their Lilith energy and their sexual persona the wrong way. Something about somebody's atmosphere, the atmosphere that they put themselves in. And I'm just hearing, like, once again, like she didn't have no choice. It's like she had to be there. That was like not necessarily just how she made a living. She was forced. That was like her enslavement. That was her enslavement. She's against the term freak. You know how everybody say, "Oh, I want a freak in a bed," but a lady on the street or something like that. What is it? A lady on the street, but a freak in a bed, whatever. Or just being a freak, being sexual, being just, you know what I mean? Why am I rolling? So stupid. But you know what I mean. But being a freak. She's against that. She doesn't like that. She doesn't want women to call themselves freaks. You're not a freak. You're not a freak. Some women are putting on these personas to please their men. When all they want, some of these women are putting on these personas and having unpleasurable sex just because they're putting on this extra freaky, you know what I mean, mask, just to please their man, when really they want to be catered to. They want the men to slow down. They want the men to like really like value their body and take their time, and like they want to make love. They want to like you know, slow it down a little bit and be caressed. But really they putting on, you know, I'm this freak, I please my man, I'm pleasing my man, but you not getting no pleasure. Your soul is not being penetrated behind closed doors when you laying down with these men. I'm sorry, I can attest to that through and through. Literally, until I actually had the pleasure of knowing what it feels like for a man to literally take pleasure in my body. I know what that feels like. Just trying to be you know, be this freak for a man, when really I didn't want to do it. I really didn't want to be that. I really didn't want to be that. Once again, that's valuing yourself. So if you're one that say, okay, I'm gonna dress like this, or I'm gonna dance like this, and I'm gonna perpetuate this, or I'm gonna listen to this music, but then you want that man that you're with, or whoever your partner is, whatever the case may be, to kind of value you in the bedroom, and to slow down, and to take his time to do more foreplay, and to like explore your body, and to, you know, create this sacred sexual pleasurable experience. But all you getting is pound town. All you getting is pound town, and all you getting is, you know, him forcing you to suck his dick, and he doing all this. Excuse me, I'm vulgar, and I'm gonna say it. And that's all he's doing, and all you care about is, or all, not all you care about, but you know, that's all you receiving. You just receiving that, you know what I mean, like that, just basically quick fuck, and you're not getting no real pleasure. You might experience a little tingle, and you might, you know, come, or whatever the case may be. You might, you know, whatever. I'm gonna be vulgar, I'm gonna be real. I'm not sugarcoating nothing at 50, literally 52. I just seen it. I'm not sugarcoating anything at all. Why ain't it a song or something like that, or something? Anyway, I'm just picking up a lot right now. But like, you're living this persona life, perpetuating a lifestyle, but then behind closed doors, you're getting treated unvaluable when you want to be treated valuably. You want that man to treat you sacredly. You want him to slow down. You don't want him to pound on you. You don't want him to, if you're giving oral, you don't want him to, you know, kind of force you, and you want to create a sacred sexual experience. Well, I'm here to tell you, the energy that you put out there is the energy that you receive. You might think outside of that bedroom, everything is okay, that your persona is giving you money, is opening certain doors for your career, it's getting you that next bag, getting you that next bill paid. It's just fun, light, harmless fun. You know what I mean? Oh, you know, what I listen to don't affect me at all. But then in the bedroom, you're affected. I was. I didn't think not once that, well, this man watched me, you know, parade myself around, you know what I mean, parade my body. This man sit here and listen to me, you know, quote verbatim Little Kim for my day or whatever. Back in my day, this man sitting here watching me quote or have fun to Little Kim, Foxy Brown, even Nicki Minaj, you know what I mean? And he looking at that and he like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? I know she a freak, she a freak, she a freak. But then you thinking that's your man, right? You thinking that's your man. You thinking that he loved everything about you, literally. But this man can't even slow down in the bedroom and really like literally value your body for the life of him. He don't even know how to do that because it's not what you showed him. It's not what you showed him. You didn't show him that you wanted, to be treated of value. You got to be accountable. You got to be accountable. You got to hold yourself accountable for what it is that you receive. Queen of Cups. You got to hold yourself accountable. Queen of Cups is just a reminder to me to balance out my to kind of balance out just my energy even in this reading, because I can come off masculine in my readings and I can come off feminine, and I want to exude a certain amount of love, even if that love is tough, because it's love naturally, not just fake love and false love. This is a natural love, and natural love, real love to its core. Think about the mommies out there. We love our children, but we will discipline our children. We love our children, but we will not sugarcoat things with our children. We're going to tell our children how it is. And if you don't tell your children how it is, if you do like foo-foo your children, oh baby, everything is going to be okay, and just slap that, verbal band-aid on them and just let them just experience life without really like stern, hard, real truth, like literally unfiltered truth, shame on you, because your children will be lost. Your children will be forced to get said truth the hard way. I can attest to that. My mama didn't necessarily foo-foo me, or my dad didn't necessarily foo-foo me and say, because I got disciplined, but I also got disciplined. I didn't get disciplined in a way where I heard the truth. It was more so, this is how it is, and this is the way it should be. Don't question it. And it was like, but I need to know. You know what I mean? I need to know the truth behind this. I'm telling you, this is the energy. This is the energy that she's in. This is the energy that she's in. Like, y'all don't realize some of us have blood ties to women such as Sarah Baartman. Some of y'all have energy ties. We have energy ties to these royal, sacred, valuable women in our history. And when we do the work, we venerate them, we uplift them. This is how she is continuing to feel, because of the choices that women here in this age choose to represent themselves. Women choose to represent the Nicki Minaj's, the Foxy Browns, the Cardi B's, the Megan Thee Stallions, the Sorry Not Sorry, but the Lizzos. Y'all choose to be the representation of these women. When you have women such as Sarah Baartman, such as Dorothy Dandridge, even Josephine Baker was a woman of value, and she exposed herself. She exposed herself in sacred art. And please, if you don't know who Josephine Baker is, look her up. She showed herself. She showed her body, but in more so of a sacred, artistic way. That is, I'm sorry, I would much rather look at a Josephine Baker than a woman twerking with a raw ass. I will much rather watch the artistic nature of a Josephine Baker versus a Cardi B spreading her WAP everywhere. I would much rather, our souls would much rather feed off the energy of a Josephine Baker versus a Cardi B and a Megan Thee Stallion any day. What are you truly representing, ladies? What are we truly representing? Where is the value? Y'all don't realize that exuding a sacred energy, you are helping those that died not feeling valued because of their skin color, because of their body stature, because of how they were built. You are helping these women. We are helping these women when we switch the narrative. I don't think y'all understand that. I don't think women understand that. I don't think you understand that Facebook. I don't think you understand that Instagram. I don't think you understand that YouTube. Wherever you see this, I don't think you understand it. Our Josephine Bakers, our Dorothy Dandridges, our Sarah Bartmans, our I'm hearing Queen Esther, our Ruth. Everybody want to be Oshun. Everybody want to tap into, oh God, I just seen blue and white. Everybody want to tap into Yemeya and all that, but hold no value. You hold no value. You are holding no value. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to the woman that I've become. And it's not making sense to rest her soul, Sarah Bartman, at all. It doesn't, you're holding no value. Okay. If this woman literally, if I ruled the world, oh my goodness, I'm telling y'all, by Nas. I'm telling y'all. If I rule the world, everything in it, sky's the limit, I swear. I free her, I swear, I will free everybody. Like literally, she wants to be free. She want to be free. I free all my sons. I love them, baby. I swear, that's their energy. That's Muhammad Ali's energy. That's Sarah Bartman's energy. Literally. Like if she knew if she could come back and free all y'all, this is what she would tell y'all. Hold yourselves of value. You have a choice. You have a choice. You have a choice. You have a choice. Literally. Like literally. I'm hearing with this Eight of Cups, this is an energy of like kind of walking into a new path or walking away from a new path, seeing what's in front of you. Like walk into your next experiences just different. Kind of like take in what I'm saying Kristen, kind of take in Kristen's messages in a different light and walk into your next chapter just a little bit differently. Even if you don't want to let go even if you don't want to let go everything, just walk into your next doorway, through your next door, you know, like taking on some of what it is that I'm saying. 4:47, I give thanks. I swear, our ancestors, those that are historians, those that were our leaders, like literally, they don't, it's sad to say, but they don't see any hope. They don't see any hope. They don't see any hope in our future, just because of the choices that we are making. Just because of the choices that the collective is making. There's no hope. They feel like all hope is gone. A lot of them have been in this energy for so long. They died in this energy. They died in this energy from the oppression that they had to endure. They died in this energy. And they just like, it's like they're giving me the energy. It's like, dang, we just knew that our children were going to rise up and hold our name and hold our values and hold our wisdom in their core and live by this and live, and live and bring back, this wisdom, and bring back this wisdom and teach it to the youth. But we're not teaching that to the youth. We're not teaching their wisdom. You know what I mean? We're not like showing them that they are stars, that they come from like descendants of the stars. Like literally, we're not showing ourselves, of value. This star card energy, this is value. This is value. Like Emperor energy. Like, I feel like this is Muhammad Ali, rest his soul. I don't know, when is his birthday? When is his birthday? I'm about to look it up. When is his birthday? He could have been he could have. Oh wow, Muhammad Ali. Hold on, is this right? Yeah, hold on, let me look again. I be wanting to, when I get stuff, I be wanting to look in different searches, but Muhammad Ali is a Capricorn too. That makes sense. That makes sense. Like literally, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Look, I'm humble, but I pop my shit because I'm definitely a Capricorn that's gonna stand firm. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna stand firm in these messages. I don't care if I get no views. Facebook, I'm sorry, but Muhammad Ali is a Capricorn. January 17th. Sarah Bartman, a Capricorn, December 28th. I'm sorry, not sorry. I'm going to stand in my truth. I'm going to stand in ancestor truth in these Crocale messages. Value. Like, and it's spirit is like, literally, spirit is like, we preach and we want to take back and we want to gain reparations and we want all these things, but little do you know, oh my God, little do you know, part of those reparations is claiming our value back. The value that our oppressors didn't see in us. Part of our reparations is claiming that back. Part of our reparations is claiming back our value and our self-worth. We lost our self-worth. We lost our self-worth in the eyes of our oppressors of the white man. I'm sorry, not sorry. But we want reparations. We want this. We want, Juneteenth to be this national holiday that it is. But this was always ours before the white man, before a government put a stamp on a fucking holiday. This was always ours. This was always ours. Always. Whew, I swear. The Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles want to show itself again. I just feel like this Eight of Pentacles is kind of showing me chakra work. Just overall working in our working on your lineage, working on your bloodline with this tree. And these pentacles are in the tree. Working on tapping into your bloodline and working on help healing your bloodline so that you can understand these messages more, and so that you can really get to a certain plateau within yourself and who you're becoming. Like literally. Yeah. Eight of Pentacles. You know how, you see how this person, they're working on their art, they're working on their craft, they're working on just being the better version of themselves in this like dark night of the soul, time, because they're black. I'm just taking that as somebody just going through, just a phase of life when they are, shielding themselves from the world. And I also look at that as like, now you went from during this time and learning this and learning and working on your value, working on, your values. This is the time to kind of, don't put everything on display. Cover yourself up, cloth yourself in like sacred garments, you know what I mean, while you're at home, when you're praying, when you're meditating, when you're doing your self-healing, you know what I mean, you're doing your self-work, like cloth yourself in like either white garments or just garments, just okay, I got that point. It's okay. Telling you, the collective I already know is good. The collective I already know. Hey. Hey. Oh, no, I thought you was about to say something. Huh? Oh, hi, Poppy. Hey. You want a hug? Or y'all going to the water park, or just y'all going? Sorry, y'all going to the water park? Oh, okay, 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 okay. Huh? I'm recording. I'm recording. Thank you. It's fine. Huh? What you say? Not yet. You not even back yet. Love you. Bye. And I will never make my life up, because balance. What did I say? Masculine, feminine. Me, the feminine. My daughter's father just pulled up with my daughter in the back seat. Balance. Balance. That's why I love it. 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 Oh, the energy of the collective already knowing. You kind of already know this intuitively. You already know this intuitively. You just haven't made the necessary steps to put a death to those old thought forms, those old behaviors in this time. You haven't literally hadn't strengthened up. You can't find your strength to let go of a certain way of thinking or a certain way of being, just for the simple fact of the people around you. You feel like you won't get enough views. You feel like you won't get enough likes. You feel like you won't attract a certain group of people. You know what I mean? So you continue to perpetuate a certain lifestyle. You feel like either your career won't go anywhere if you don't perpetuate this. If you don't, live by, you won't live by a certain, lifestyle. Whew. I'm telling y'all, Spirit is saying, I don't know who this is for, and I'm feeling like there is somebody else that I am channeling as well that could possibly be an ancestor to somebody in the collective that perpetuated a certain over-sexualized and an unbalanced lifestyle, and now they're passed away. They transitioned. Death came to them and they transitioned, and they're like, it's not worth it. They're like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I'm picking up, they're like, do you not know what that does to you in the spirit realm? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I'm gonna see if Mr. Muhammad Ali want to come in. Then I want to get some past life cards. Any past life wisdom cards you would like the collective to see at this time. Sarah Bartman, angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Tree energy, I'm telling y'all. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Those that were like oppressed. This is what this is giving me. Those that were oppressed by our oppressors, the slave masters, our oppressors, because everybody wasn't a slave master, and yeah, anyway, not going there, but our oppressors, like, this is like our lineage. This is that family tree, like, literally, this is that family tree that Spirit wants us to work on as a collective. Everybody is, if you somebody that is like repping Juneteenth, repping, oh, when we gonna get reparations, when we gonna do this, when we gonna do that, you need to be healing your bloodline. You need to be doing the necessary work within yourself to heal your bloodline. You need to be pushing the persona of the ancient ancestors and the wisdom that is out here from your forefathers. For real, for real. You need to put an end to what you're perpetuating right now in this music industry. Like literally, I'm feeling that heavy. I'm feeling that heavy with this. We want a certain energy to come through us. We expect for, the powers that be, you know what I mean, to look at us and to value us when we can't even do the necessary work for those that came before us. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I'm trying not to holler. I'm trying not to, you know what I mean, but real is real. If I know I got forefathers and I got angels, ancestors, and spirit guides behind me that speak raw, real truth, such as Muhammad Ali, literally, what you think? I'm a vessel. I'm sorry, forgive me, but real is real. Real is real. Health is at the bottom of the deck. Spiritual health. Spiritual health. Spiritual health. Mental health, persecution and inquisition. Like, I can't make my life up. This is what Sarah Bartman is feeling. This is what those that came before us, those that are like literally crying out for us to switch the narrative so they can be free, so they can help heal us, so they can help guide us. Literally switching the narrative. This is what that means. And some people argue, oh, it's not our responsibility to heal our ancestors. But sorry, not sorry, whether you know it or not, that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. And whether you know it or not, those healed ancestors that are healing through us, that are seeing a certain light and that are able to kind of move and live again, those ancestors reward us. Sorry, not sorry. I don't care how you feel. What I know and the energy that I'm picking up on, that's as not only ancestor energy, but it's source truth energy. What I'm saying is not debatable. It is what it is, whether you believe it or not. And once again, shout out to Mr. Tracy Cherry, like literally, like shit, I done forgot his quote just in saying that. Belief is not required. Thank you. Shout out to him, because ever since I heard that from him, I was like, oh goodness, because it goes hand in hand at when I heard from Spirit that these messages are not debatable. Like literally, I heard that over and over again, just random. These messages are not debatable. And I'm like, huh? Because this is when I was second guessing these messages, and this is when I was like not trying to face the switch in my own narrative, and I'm like, oh, they not bullshitting. Like literally, they not bullshitting. But forgive me, but they not. But literally, it just go hand in hand. Belief is not required. Belief is not required. I don't care if you are somebody in the spiritual realm and you still not understanding, or you still feel like, oh, you can't change anybody. No, maybe you can't. Maybe you're not called to speak how I'm speaking or be the vessel for certain energies, but I am. And your belief, no matter what you believe, no matter what your religion is not required, because these messages are not debatable. Healing bloodlines. I just see healing bloodlines. What this means. What this means when your ancestors, I can't make my life up. What this means when your ancestors go from this to this. This means spiritual gain, spiritual abundance, spiritual positive abundance, spiritual positive gain for both you and them. And you may be one, well, my money is good now, or I feel blessed now and I feel this now. But once again, you feel fine on this realm, this material realm, because this is a material realm. But once again, everything that you sow here in this material realm, even if it is a lack of morals, values, and self-worth, will go with you in the spiritual realm. Angels, I'm telling y'all. Giving thanks, angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Some of these historians, some of these legends, some of these ancestors in history want to come back, want to be venerated so much, and want to be healed so much, so that they can be protectors and angels and guides for us. Communal living. That just gives me, just community. You know what I mean? What are we putting out there for the community, for the children? Like literally, that's how Sarah was living. She was living like in a communal living space. Like she didn't really, in these freak shows, or in these shows that she, was displayed in, she didn't really have her own. She didn't have the benefit of self-care, is what I'm getting. She didn't have the benefit of self-care. Wisdom, ancestor wisdom all day, I give thanks. Ancestor wisdom all day, I give thanks. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up. And actually, I'm going to call specifically on Mr. Muhammad Ali. Giving thanks, Muhammad Ali's energy, asking you to come in and give us any words, any wisdom, anything for the masculine. I know the masculine can benefit from this too, as well, perpetuating a certain over-sexualized lifestyle for themselves and for women and men. You have daughters. I'm going to just sum it up like that. You have daughters. Mr. Muhammad Ali is saying you have daughters. Giving thanks to angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Giving thanks to your energy, Mr. Muhammad Ali. You selling yourself short. Oh, shit. You selling yourself short. I heard that real clear. You selling yourself short. Just offerings of messages of understanding, of wisdom. Of wisdom. He's holding a cup of wisdom. We got the Prince of Cups right here popping out, and then we have the Princess of Cups that want to peek out at the bottom of the deck. And like I said, this is when Mr. Muhammad Ali came to me, he came to me during meditation. He came to me during the meditation, real clear. I said, oh, let me sit with this, like cause me, I get energy sometimes come over me, or I get downloads, or I get like one of these historian figures that come to me. 2 men in a truck just passed by. Ha! 2 men in a truck just passed by. I won't make my life up, but anyway, as we talk about the men, the balance, and everything, just had Father's Day yesterday. But literally, I be like wanting to move quick, you know what I mean, but like literally, I wanted to sit with this for a little bit and really take in what is being told to me. But he came to me during meditation, and I'm feeling like he's saying, you know, sit with yourself, honor yourself, sit with your values and your morals. Muhammad Ali, what other messages? The Tower card just popped out. This is probably a Tower moment for somebody that will watch this now or in the future. Hell, just me being up here for some is a Tower moment and triggering for some people. Whether you watching it or not. I know for a fact that I trigger people. I know for a fact that me triggering people, you know, is part of my path. It's part of my calling. Like, it's part of who I'm supposed to be. I know that for facts. This is bringing in a Tower moment, and I'm hearing as it should. As it should. How else are you gonna learn? And best believe if I had the opportunity to pull cards for Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, and whoever else out there, the Lottos of the world, the whoever else, I would. Can't make my life up. I give thanks to Mr. Muhammad Ali. I give thanks to this man. I give thanks to this man. I will never make my life up. Value. This is the energy of somebody knowing their worth, of learning their worth, of value. Of value. Capricorn, Pisces. I mean, Capricorn, Pisces. Maybe you are a Pisces and you need to hear this. Of value. But this is the energy of Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Earth energy. I just looked it up and I said Mr. Muhammad Ali is what? A Capricorn. He presenting himself today. He's bringing in a Tower moment today for anybody who is watching this now or in the future. Treat yourself of value. Of value. You may not care now, but I'm sorry, your soul will care later. And this is not to fear you and say, oh, you're going to hell. It ain't got nothing to do with heaven and hell. It ain't got nothing to do with that. But you the low vibrations that you carry that with you. And it's going to make you feel like you're in this energy. When you thinking that, oh, to each their own. When you're thinking that, oh, like, I'm living in this matrix world and I can do whatever I want to do. Yeah, have an earthly experience. By all means, this is a whole earth sign. I'm a whole earth sign. Miss Bartman is a whole earth sign. We know what it means. We know the importance of the value in living in an earthly plane. By all means, I'm supposed to climb up to my north node as Taurus. I know what it means to live and balance out this earthly plane. At least I'm learning that. But you have to hold yourself of value to experience a certain quality of life to take it in your afterlife. And once again, I just kind of exposed myself. I'm a Taurus North Node. That means my South Node that means my South Node is in Scorpio. So I've been through the mud. There's nothing that nobody can say to me, that nobody can do to me in this realm and reality now that I haven't ever experienced in a past life. In 1, 2, 3, maybe whatever. Because I was still the same South Node. So there's nothing that you can say to make me say, oh, whatever, Kristen. I've been through it all. With spiritual gifts beyond belief that I carried over in this realm and reality. Like, there are some things that no one knows about me when it comes to my spiritual beliefs that y'all won't even understand. I'm not making my life up. And I don't feel like making my life up. Don't feel like it at all. I don't feel like Muhammad Ali said he ain't making his life up either, and he don't feel like it either. That's funny. Giving thanks. Giving thanks. Okay, let me balance out. I have to balance myself out. I balance myself out. I give thanks though. Treat yourself with value. Value, morals, respect, integrity. Any other messages, Mr. Muhammad Ali, you'd like to give? And I urge people, because prior to me getting on here, I posted the message that Mr. Muhammad Ali gave to his children, his young ladies, the women, you know, Layla Ali, and her sisters. He gave the message of value and modesty, and when I read it, had never read it a day in my life, because I questioned. I was like, what, Muhammad Ali? And for me, I thought, like I said, I thought that he was just coming in as a supporter, as a protector, because I'm always nervous to do these specific lives. I'm not, nervous to do my general messages and, just pull for the collective or pull for people that pop in on my live. I'm not really nervous to do that, but it's these Crocom messages that have me like, yo, you know what I mean? Because I'm like, okay, well, Kristen, who are you to be telling people this and telling people that? But so I thought he was just a supporter and just an encourager, until Spirit was like, nope, go deeper, look up, and literally I heard them tell me to type in Muhammad Ali's message too, and I'm like, okay, I'm intuitively getting this, and I'm like, okay, message two or whatever, like this, he got messages, like I'm like, he got messages, and like I knew that he was an activist, you know what I mean, but I never really watched him. I've only seen old clips of him boxing. I've only seen certain things where he was like honored in like them like award shows and stuff like that. So I didn't really know him through and through. And so I'm typing, I'm like, message is up, and then it put to his daughters, and I'm like, okay, oh. So I read it, and I was like, thank you. So it once again, I don't know if I skipped over something, but giving thanks to Force Truth. Of value, I'm telling you, of value. When you in Five of Pentacles energy, there's really no value. Usually this is an energy of something, like I said, somebody feeling left out the cold, somebody either going through eviction, going through homelessness, not financially stable, of value. Certain values and certain morals, you hold yourself with a certain spiritual stability, when you hold yourself, okay, goodness, when you hold yourself of certain morals and certain values here on this earthly plane, in the spiritual realm, that creates spiritual value, a spiritual like stability, spiritual foundation. The Emperor is back. The Emperor is back. The Emperor is back. The Emperor is back with message coming in hard, coming in strong. Like I feel like with this energy too, there's somebody shielding themselves. There's somebody that is shielding their true self because they're holding on to a certain lifestyle. The Emperor is back though. This, you could be Emperor, you could be Virgo, you could be Yeah, you could be a Virgo. We got Virgo on the board. We got Pisces on the board. We got Aquarius, Gemini, Libras on the board. We got Pisces, Cancers. Everybody is on the board because everybody can get this message. Everybody can get this wisdom. Everybody can get this enlightenment. Give it thanks. Give it thanks. Any clarifying messages for the collective? Any clarifying messages for the collective? This is a lot. We got the Death card back out. I'm telling you, these are energies and messages coming in fast. They're reminding us of our choices, like literally the choices that we're making. The choices that we're making. Not necessarily some will be making and continuing to live a certain lifestyle. And sorry, not sorry, it could possibly lead to death. It could possibly lead to death. Not nobody in particular. I'm just saying, like, look at certain women in history, you know what I mean, that literally, you know, were put out there and resulted into death. The Spirit of Wands. It's time, I'm hearing it's time to reclaim your position. Some of y'all are like, some of y'all's heritage and lineage is like royalty. And y'all out here like displaying yourselves like a peasant. I'm sorry that city girl, hot city girl and that hot boy lifestyle is for peasants. And I'm going to be real with you. I'm not saying that I'm tooting my nose up to this and that. Because I'm sorry. I will still twerk. I still dance. I still have fun and everything. But like, that's not all who I am. That's like a very, 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 very like small percentage of who I am. A small percentage of who I am. That's a small, very small percentage of who you are. But sorry, not sorry, how I'm getting it, how I'm receiving it, because I'm pulling from, literally what I'm pulling from is royalty. Muhammad Ali is royalty. This man is royalty. This man lived a life of royalty. Sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Everybody call themselves king and queen. Women of Oshun, women of Yemaya, women of Oya, women of all these and some of these African traditions use the energy of dance and use the energy of movement and everything, but it's sacred. It's sacred. Some of that energy is sacred. And Spirit has literally shown me that even some of them got it wrong. Those that are indigenous to Africa and those that are indigenous here to this plane. The new age that's still living over there in Africa, are descendants here in the States. Some of them are getting it wrong just because of what the U.S. entertainment is perpetuating, what the U.S. entertainment is putting out there. They're forgetting their morals. They're forgetting their certain codes and certain wisdoms that they used to live by intuitively. Now here's the Ten of Pentacles, healing the family bloodline. Healing the family bloodline. Healing the family bloodline. But once again, the Five of Swords and Nine of Pentacles here. Telling you. I'm going to pull some love naturally, some oracle now, just some oracle. Love naturally, my own love naturally oracle messages. I will never make my life up. I know there's somebody that feels like they have a calling, they feel like they have a purpose, but just because social media is the way that it is and women are representing themselves in a certain light, you feel you have to reveal yourself or just once again live a certain city girl lifestyle to walk through and walk through in regards to something that you love, something that you want to do. But Spirit is saying, go after your passion, step into your calling, be authentic. So if you know that this message is hitting you, and you know that this message is offending you, and you know that in your flesh is saying, man, F Kristen, man, whatever, man, and you trying to deny it, Spirit is telling you to be authentic. Be authentic. Maybe preserve yourself. Maybe you probably not out here having sex, you know what I mean, but you out here displaying over sexualized behavior. Preserve yourself, ma. Preserve yourself, ma. Preserve yourself, God. Like, preserve yourself, bro. Preserve yourself, sis. Your womb need a break. The womb needs a break. That's also whether you're having sex or not. If it's sexual energy, whether it's how you dress, the music you listen to, the way that you move your body all the time. Like, I'm sorry, some of you ladies, if twerking is all you know, you can stand to take a dance class or two and learn some jazz, learn some modern, learn some different ways to do hip-hop dance. And if you're not into ballet or classical type of classical arts, learn other ways to use your body. I tell my children that because of what they see on social media, and my daughter loves TikTok. I tell her, damn, work with your shoulders. You know what I mean? Move your feet when you're dancing. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, I've been dancing since I was out the womb. I didn't like dancing when I started going to Purcell. I went to a performing arts school. I no longer like dancing like I did when I was younger because I was more of a hip hop dancer. But best believe, I learned different ways to move my body, and with that, I learned sacred sexual ways to move my body, more elegant ways to exude sexuality. Take a dance class, ma. Put your raw ass up. Nobody wants to see that constantly. Nobody wants that constantly. You can for sure have fun at a club dancing differently versus dancing provocatively all the time. Trust me, I know. I'm just saying, real raw, real. I am. I gotta be. Any more Love Naturally cards for the collective? For the collective. Calling in Miss Sarah Bartman, Muhammad Ali, angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Giving thanks to Source Truth for permission. For the permission. Virgo, I said somebody is a Virgo that needs this. I said it. If I'm not mistaken, I feel like the Emperor is a Virgo energy. Soul family, soul family, soul friends. This is that bloodline. This is that bloodline. Where is it at? This is that bloodline. This is that bloodline that I was telling you about. Work on your bloodline. There's soul friends, soul family that you need to attract to help you either get through this shift, or that's needing to be venerated at this time. Come on. Confusion. Confusion. Past life resurfacing. I also got, ain't nobody's wrath like the wrath of God. Ain't nobody's wrath like the wrath of God. So while you worrying about what other people thinking of you, think about what your spirit is enduring right now. when you know damn well you need to be either you need to be utilizing your platform to speak elegance and speak life back into women, or you need to be doing something else. But ain't nobody's wrath like the wrath of God. So while y'all thinking that to each their own and that I can live a certain lifestyle, you might can. But if I'm talking to somebody who I'm talking to right now, if you think that way, you might not be the soul family and soul friends that I'm talking to. Because the people that I'm talking to come from lineages of kings, queens, like hierarchy energy, for real. I don't care if you don't have a certain material gain, or you do have. I don't care if you view me as, well, Kristen, you ain't got this and you ain't got that. How can you tell somebody of royalty this and that, and you ain't this and you ain't that? Baby, the confusion for you is real. Because if you think that material wealth only dictates somebody royalty status, you have no value and you have no self-worth. You have no value and you have no self-worth if that's what you think that it takes. Because I'm sorry, integrity thick. Integrity right over here is thick. It's thick. Integrity right here is thicker than that leather belt that your mama probably whooped your ass with when you was little. I'm just saying. I'm damn for sure royalty had integrity. Real true royalty had integrity. Had values. It had certain codes and certain ethics, certain bloodline codes and certain bloodline ethics that they went by. You can't tell me that I'm not right. Not even trying to be right, but you can't tell me that I'm wrong. I'm gonna pull some more. Giving thanks to angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Any more love naturally messages? Any other love naturally messages? Any other love naturally messages for the collective? Any other love naturally messages for the collective? Giving thanks to Muhammad Ali and Sarah Bartman. Muhammad Ali. Any other messages for the collective? It's a lot. Many lifetimes. The awakening is unreal, and ascension is in progress. Ascension is a must, guys. And one way that some of you will benefit in your ascension process is switching up the narrative. I must keep saying it. Intentional healing. Do intentional healing. So sometimes tell yourself, let me put my butt away. Let me cover myself up. Let me turn this music off. You know what I mean? Because it's attracting, the wrong energy towards me. Trauma bond, like literally codependent. Some of y'all are codependent to an over-sexualized lifestyle. I got make it last forever. I don't know what that means. It could just make it last forever. The forgotten. I'm telling you, these are ancient ancestors. Their wisdom, their knowledge, them themselves have been forgotten. Miss Sarah Bartman, Mr. Muhammad Ali's message of modesty. Some of y'all probably heard his message of modesty years ago, and it hit you. It hit you to your core, but you forgot it. You forgot that message. Should I stay or should I go? Choices and indecision. Going back to the seven of cups. The wrong choices. You choose. You are choosing. It ain't to each his own. You just choose to sit. And some of y'all probably hear my message and just out of spite, hear my message and just out of spite want to post something with you twerking just so that I can see it. or post a comment or post something just so that I can see it, knowing damn well that I just posted something about switching the narrative. I'm just saying. That was given to me. So I know that was just given to me. Like from spirit. That was just given to me. You ain't hurting me, boo-boo. I'ma just let you know that. You're not hurting me. It doesn't hurt me. My spirit and my integrity is intact. I've lived through why they wanted me to switch the narrative. I lived it. I got the hard lessons over and over and over. After I was taught, when you're taught something, especially if you're going to school, if you go to school, you're taught a lesson. You get tested, you get pop quizzes and everything else. I got my tests, I got my pop quizzes, I got my refreshers, I got all that. And now I'm able and I'm equipped to speak on it. And I'm going to. As many times as I have to. Because I get the reward. I get the blessing. I get ancestors telling me thank you. Literally. Thank you. I get the confirmation. Another ancestor has been strengthened up. So much so to help me in this realm and reality right now. I was able to do things and encourage and shift things that they wasn't able to do. I feel, ooh. And with that being said, I'm going to burn some eucalyptus. And if anybody don't know, like there are different things that you can burn that represents different things that will protect your energy. Eucalyptus is good energy to burn, to put energies at bay in a more calming, positive way. Some stuff will just, hey, strike, but this is more like, eucalyptus is more like softly, like, back up off me respectfully. You know what I mean? Back up off me respectfully before I have to call, Source Truth and some goons and ancestors. You know what I mean? That's what this is. It eucalyptus also helps with the evil eye and jealousy. So if you're, experiencing that, if you feel people like in your energy field, talking shit, you may be one that's telepathic and you pick up on people, saying certain things, and then when you hear it, you might even see a face to go with it, and you know eucalyptus. Just so I'm not saying that this will automatically, a blue and white truck. That's cute. White truck, blue. Love it. Goon stick. And Yemaya as well. She had been showing herself to me as well, leading up to this energies. But this isn't say that just when you burn a certain protection tool or whatever that, it's gonna affect that person. This is to block you. This is so that you won't feel less confident or don't feel burdened behind what is happening to you behind closed doors. So eucalyptus is good for that. Open up to new things besides sage and Palo Santo. More oracle, and then I'm done. Giving thanks. We got, and it's so funny because I was like debating on my tree oracle deck or whatever, but this is, like I said, tree energy popped up, and we're talking about healing bloodlines in regards to you know, holding up our values, like healing bloodlines and lineages, and just climbing up the ladder of you know, sacredness, you know, when it comes to holding values with ourselves, and what that means, you know, in the afterlife. So it's just right that I pull from the Tree Angel Oracle deck. Like literally, some of our ancestors were hung in these trees, wishing they had opportunities, wishing they could, you know, show what it means to live a sacred, you know, a sacred lifestyle. Any messages, Miss Sarah Bartman, Mr. Muhammad Ali, that you can give to us via the Tree Angel Oracle deck? Hidden things, any other messages? So we got the oak tree. I love it. I love it. I know for facts that the tree, thank you. Ooh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Energy is moving, confirmation burps, spiritual burps, when you are channeling energy. That's all. So forgive me for that, for anybody that don't know and think that it's just rude that I just sat here and burped. So forgive me. I love my life, guys. I love what I do. I am honored. I am honored. I am honored. I am honored. I just want to sit in gratitude. I don't want to be boastful. I don't want to be any of that. I want to sit in gratitude because I know the importance of what Switch the Narrative means. I know the importance of what this energy means. So this black card pulls up and just black card pulls up. I had to count. I caught myself. Can you see that? Facebook probably can't see it, but Instagram can see it. 4DG. 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 So 4D is 4, G is 7. I had to count. G is 7. 447. He's in all black. I'm telling you, I'm talking to everyone, but I'm calling out the black community. I'm calling out the black community at this time. And I got Sycamore at the bottom of the deck, which is royalty, divine energy, divine healing energy. So if you one that loves to go out in nature and you are kind of picking up on what I'm saying, and you want to work on your shadow self and kind of address what it means to hold yourself of value, tap into the sycamore tree. That's usually the tree that looks, it's like light brown and it looks like white type of, I don't have it I don't have any sycamore out here. I don't have any, but it looks white. It looks kind of whitish, off whitish, but brown, and it like kind of peels or whatever. You'll know it, or just Google it or whatever. Just Google it. But tap into the sycamore tree. The sycamore tree will definitely gives you clues and tools in regards to how to switch up the narrative, how to become more sacred and more healthy feminine, not a toxic feminine, not a masculine feminine. Because sorry not sorry, that city girl lifestyle or whatever, I just use that because it sums it up as a whole for me. That city girl lifestyle is very much so masculine. It's very much so masculine, and Earth energy is calling that out. She refused that toxic masculinity. But I got oak tree, sycamore is at the bottom of the deck, and I want to say every tree element that I use in my spray and in my oil or whatever are protectors of mine. So they show themselves in my card pulls and just as reminders, and they're heavy protectors of mine. So we got the oak, sycamore at the bottom. I'm gonna just do that. Wow, 28 is horse chestnut. What else do you have for the collective? What other messages? Mr. Muhammad Ali, Mr. Bartman, Source Truth, Angels, Ancestors, and Spirit Guides. So black polar is at the bottom of the deck, which equates to 7. 29 is 11. 26 is 8. Beach, sycamore, black. I always call it polar. And yes, I'm always gonna read, even though I get stuff intuitively. I'm gonna read. I haven't learned these by heart. I don't really care to learn them by heart. It is what it is. Whatever. It is what it is. Right on. Beach. Beach, 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 beach. Protecting the heart creates space for trust, for new growth. Remembering brings wisdom. We learn for the future. I love what I do, guys. Literally. It says, we learn for the future from our experiences of the past. Spirit overcomes time. So, like, literally, look at our history. Look at your history. Look at those that I've mentioned from history, and kind of see how you can shift. See what it means to shift. It says, without the blessings of beach, we become absent-minded and forgetful. We lose our sense of place like a leaf blowing in the wind, and find our energies dissipating easily. Life starts to seem bland. When this angel is absent entirely, we become disloyal, secretly plotting against and ambushing others. Conspiritual. Somebody is walking into a new chapter, because I keep feeling new beginnings. I saw new beginnings in the cards that I pull, and then just so happens that beach is page numbers 110 and 111. We got 29. Precision of the eagle, clarity of the blue skies, power of lightning, breath of the winds. The presence of your spirit gathers near and far, within and without. It says, without the blessings of sycamore, we are indecisive and vague. Our outlook becomes hazy and full of doubt. Although I am not quite sure, it's full of doubt. Although I am not quite sure about that. Certainty, we become absent-minded, and where was I? I'm reading this wrong. Oh yes, or oh no, maybe not. Basically, you just be doubtful. Like, you don't know if this is right, this is wrong. You kind of just, second guess yourself. Like I said, there's somebody second guessing their new chapter. There's somebody is not willing to turn down or turn off a particular lifestyle. And once again, that's okay. That's okay. Take baby steps. You know what I mean? Take baby steps if you need to. That's the sycamore 7 oak tree. Oak tree, oak tree, oak tree. It says, the source of life force nourishes the deepest roots with vitality, will, and power. Make the world your own, but take care. Hear the secret of success. Care for those in need. Bring tenderness where emptiness once ruled. Let me read this. Without the blessing of oak, we are seized with lethargy, fear, and fatigue. Weakness, laziness, and despondency lead to general failure. In society, this plays out as spineless opportunism, blind obedience. Warriors and leaders become followers and imitators. I'm telling y'all. Y'all think that this lifestyle is fun and it's glamorous, but y'all don't look like the leaders that y'all claim to be. Y'all don't. Y'all don't look like the leaders that y'all claim to be. Y'all literally just imitating. Y'all just imitating a false narrative. Imitating a false narrative. There's no self-worth, no self-value in that. None. If you are totally cut off from the oak, darkness and depression ensues, and lies and betrayal follow. I will never make my life up, because I started this off saying people with that certain image, that certain lifestyle, are depressed on the inside. They're depressed. Some of you all, the majority of you all are depressed. If you can't look at yourself in the mirror and see how you look different from the tens and thousands of women that's displaying a certain city girl lifestyle, and you look like them, or you talk like them, or you act like them, then baby, that's not who you are. That's not who you are. It's not who you are. They cutting the grass, which is my cue to go just release this energy, give more thanks, and go about my day. So, bye y'all. I hope this message resonates. I give thanks to Source Truth. I give thanks to Miss Sarah Bartman, Mr. Ali, for lending me their energy and just being a vessel. And once again, y'all, love naturally. Happy sunshine. Switch the narrative this time. For real, for real.